Good day, my dear grade 11 students. Welcome to another session of Learning Oral Communication in Context with me, your subject teacher, Ma'am Kyra. Have you improved your listening and speaking skills? What are the skills that you still need to develop? I want to know your progress in English communication. You can share your thoughts in the comment section, as this is our only way to know if the videos that you have been watching are useful for your learning. Today, we are going to discuss the communicative competence strategies in various speech situations. But first, what is communicative competence? Communicative competence refers to a learner's ability to use language to communicate successfully. In other words, it is our ability to use a language in communication to understand messages and make ourselves understood in return. To make the learning targets clear, here is today's lesson objective. By the end of our lesson, you are expected to explain that a shift in speech context, speech style, speech act, and communicative strategy affects the following: language form, duration of interaction, relationship of speaker, role and responsibilities of the speaker, message, and delivery. But before we start, in your notebook, do this simple activity. Let us first analyze the pictures. Using your own communicative competence skills, identify what is the best sentence for picture 1, for picture 2, picture 3, picture 4, and picture 5. You have 60 seconds to write your answer. Upon doing the activity, how do we make communication work effectively? We will find our answers as we discuss the following factors. So sit back, lend me your eyes and your ears, and get ready to feed your mind. The first factor is language form. This refers to the formality or informality of the language used. It involves the choice of words and how sentences or utterances are structured. We have two forms of language. The first one is the formal language. It is used when talking with professional or persons in authority in a formal, official, or ceremonial occasions, sometimes in situations or gatherings. For example, talking with a lawyer, doctor, or a teacher. This creates a formal ambience in communication. The second one is the informal language. It is used without much consideration to rules of convention or etiquette. It is casual and most not well thought of or prepared because this is used to communicate with people with whom you have close association, like parents, siblings, and friends. Shown in the table are different examples of formal and informal language. You can jot them down on your notebook, or you can make your own language form vocabulary table for self-analysis. The second factor is duration of interaction. This refers to the amount of time a conversation takes between and among communicators. When the conversation is too short, and you listen to the speaker with the purpose of getting information, would you think you will get enough information? How about if the conversation is too long that you find yourself too overwhelmed with all the information being shared? Would you still maintain your focus and attention? You should always remember that time element is very important when we communicate. It is significant to consider the purpose of conversation. The speaker must ensure that during the entire process of the communication, the discussion of the topic does not go beyond the agenda. The third factor is the relationship of the speaker. This refers to the speech style used by the speaker, suited to his or her relationship to the person with whom he or she is communicating. Styles can be classified as intimate, frozen, consultative, casual, and formal. Intimate style. This is usually used when the speaker talks to family members, best friends, and romantic partners. This may comprise private conversations or personal interactions. The second style is frozen. The speaker addresses an audience in formal gathering such as ceremonial events, Eucharistic celebrations, or even court hearing. In this type of speech style, audience feedback is not required. The next is the consultative style. In this style, the speaker communicates with the person whom he or she is clarifying things, discussing a problem, or seeking advice with. The next is casual style. In this style, the speaker shares a personal information with his or her friends, classmates, or colleagues. This communicative style ordinarily occurs in our everyday life. The last is the formal style. This is where the speaker needs to deliver pre-planned or written speech. Examples are giving opening remarks during a seminar, president giving public announcement, or delivering a SONA. In a nutshell, the way we communicate and the style of communication consider the speaker's relationship to the listener or receiver of the message. The fourth factor is the roles and responsibilities of the speaker. This factor will depend on the purpose and context of communication. The speaker may be a person who gives information and additional knowledge to another person or an audience, someone who convinces others for a cause, or an individual who provokes laughter for diversion and fun. Hence, his responsibility depends on his purpose for communication, which may be to inform, to persuade, or to entertain. The fifth factor is the message. This involves the content of the entire communication process. The message may express facts, opinions, feelings, order, suggestions, and questions. So, why does message affect the shift of speech context, style, speech act, and strategy? Well, it depends on the purpose and intention of a message. For example, if it is an opinion, we may use words that reflects the statement of an opinion, such as using I think, in my opinion, I believe, and others. On the other hand, if it is a fact, we delete words or phrases that may make it sound that it is not a fact, like those phrases that we use in stating opinions. The sixth and last factor is delivery. It is about the manner of delivery involving verbal and nonverbal cues made by the speaker. There are 4 types of speech delivery. We have the extemporaneous, impromptu, memorized, and manuscript. Extemporaneous speech is speaking with limited preparations and guided by notes and outlines. In most cases, this is going to be your best choice because you will sound more natural and conversational. This will also help hold audience attention. The second is the impromptu speech. This speech is done when we are speaking with little or no advanced preparations at all. It is also called as unrehearsed speech. The third is the memorized speech. It is done when we plan and rehearse the speech. This involves committing your entire speech to your memory alone. The fourth and last one is the manuscript. This speech is done by reading aloud a written message. The advantage to delivering a speech this way is that you can perfectly plan and control the wording of your speech.